and welcome back to another video. My name is Sacha, and in this video we're going to talk about magnetism on semen retention. Now this is actually my second time recording this video because my storage ran out and I didn't know, so yeah, I had to clear some storage and now we're back at it. So, semen retention magnetism. So previously I've made some other videos on benefits of semen retention, like semen retention attraction, semen retention increased energy, but I haven't spoken as much on magnetism. Now, I think this is interesting because, when people talk about their benefits on semen retention online, you'll see really some crazy stuff. People will say after 1 month of semen retention, they've got women throwing themselves on them left and right. Everybody's looking at them at the gym. Their life is completely changed. And although this can be true for some people, I think for most people, it's more of a subtle change that compounds over time by having better health, more testosterone, a change in your energy over time. It changes how people interact with you, how people view your energy, even if it's subtle, how you feel, you're more confident, and over time that compounds. And that has been my personal experience because I haven't had any crazy changes, honestly, but it's those subtle changes that make the difference over time. And I think that's what matters. Now, as for magnetism, let's say in the last week especially, I've experienced that. And why in the last week? Actually, it's interesting because how I said that people will view your energy differently. It's like intuitively they'll see you and they'll, it's like something's right, opposed to someone who watches porn, let's say every day, and faps, women and people in general, they'll sense that energy is a bit off. Even if they can't really put their finger on it, maybe they'll subtly sense or even subconsciously that something's a bit off. And I've recently started a dopamine challenge where I had a goal of listening to no music, no social media, and all of that. But my main goal, and one of my main goals, was to reduce anime consumption. Because previously I would listen to maybe 1 episode a day, that's maybe 3 hours per week, and I wanted to reduce that. So for this week, I watched 3 episodes, which is 1 hour. And I think that can make a difference too in your energy, in the way people view you. Obviously, I would say that anime is not as detrimental as porn. It's more of a waste of time, but it also conditions your mind in a certain way. Because in these kind of cartoons, it's like the social interactions. They're not like real human interactions. And it conditions your brain in a certain way that might not be the best. So yeah, there's that. And what have I experienced with magnetism? So the other day, I'm just walking to the gym, right? And there's these girls in a car. They're trying to get out of the snow. The thing is, they didn't have any snow in the back of the car, but they had snow on the side. And this girl, she was going sideways, so she wasn't really getting out the snow properly. And I see her, like, it's 2 girls in this car, and I see them, like, the girl's giggling. She's like, oh, how am I gonna get out? Kind of giggling, I'm just walking by, and I give them a little sign, like, just go straight, because there wasn't any snow in the back, and from the outside, it seemed pretty simple. And then she opens the door. I'm like, yeah, just go straight. And then she says, you want to do it. So people will just trust you, man. People will just you're like a trusted source, They just see you. They have more trust in you. And yeah, so I just go in this random person's car. I'm like, sure. And I get their car out of the snow just like that. And I talk to the girl in the car. And then she says, thank you. I said, you're welcome. And I just go to the gym. I move on with my day. But that's some interesting things. Another thing that happened was I was at a KFC. Well, my friend wanted to go to KFC, so I joined him. I didn't get anything. I was just sitting down. And this older guy just comes to talk to me, and he's asking me, is chicken healthy? I don't know, he was a bit odd, but anyways, is once again like a trusted source. Like, he's asking me about health advice about chicken. Is it healthy? And anyways, I told him, yeah, I think chicken is healthy. Maybe not as much fried chicken, because we were in a KFC. And then he says, okay, and he tells me his daughter is vegan. Anyways, we had a small chat. And yeah, that was that. It's just like, people will maybe approach you more. People will sense that energy. And this has been my experience in the past week. It's been more accentuated than, it's been more than usual. Maybe related to the anime, maybe I don't know, it just happens. But in most cases, it'll be more subtle, because I still think there are benefits. Even if people aren't straight up approaching you, it doesn't mean there's no difference when you're socially interacting with people. Even if it's more subtle, people might be more friendly, more trusting. They sense that confidence, and they're just happier in interactions with you. It's like I said, it's the little effects that compound over time. And I think that's gonna be it for this video. You know, I don't know if I mentioned this in this video because you know, I had to re-record it. I don't remember what I said in the previous one. I posted this one, but I'm almost on 9 months of retention, and this has been my experience so far. And there's some other things too, but that's all I'm going to talk about for this video. And let me know in the comments what your experience has been, what you think of all this, and make sure to like and subscribe as well, because it turns out that 95% of you guys are not subscribed. So support your boy, subscribe, leave a like, tell me about your experience in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.